Michael.
See you, mate.
Michael, a bit of an experimental lineup today. Was that possibly with a view to the future?
Yes and no. Some of them boys will definitely be here next year, of course, but obviously there'll be some new faces, and there was one or two injuries as well. I thought with the ball all day, we had some good moments. I thought Fashion and Rabbi had two moments in the first half in particular where they linked up well, which I hope and become goals. I think we're sometimes, I feel that we're the most wasteful team in the final third that I've ever seen, really, because the amount of chances we have in the games which we don't take. And no, I thought Ridvan did himself well today. I thought John Suter come on and did well and all. And Robbie had a really strong performance. I thought the save early in the game was in a really big moment, but I thought other than that he looked really assured and looked a good goalkeeper. It's a fair play to him after not playing for so long and obviously getting a clean sheet.
Can that be changed with the squad you have? Does it need an influx of new talent in the forward areas really to maybe remove that wastefulness?
Well, I think you saw a difference when Alfredo come on in terms of energy. Not a positive difference as well. So I think, we'll need a focal point to the team for sure. Antonio's not fit at the moment, and Alfredo's obviously going to be moving on. So I thought Fashion and Rabbi gave us a different type of front line today. I thought, because I missed him just there, I thought again it was nice to see Yanis Hadji get some movement after being out for a year. I thought he had some nice touches. I thought across the whole game we had some passages of really good play, but we have to be more decisive if we want to feel at ease at the end of the game, because to be fair to Barry's Aberdeen team, they're organised, he's got them going, they've come off 7 wins, 5 clean sheets, and they come here today and they try to stay in the game, and they had a couple of moments on the counter where we need to do better as well.
Michael, you said you want to see more of Robbie McCrory, you want to have his opportunity, really solid performance today. Does that then give you a bit of a question for the rest of the season, or does he stay in so you can see a wee bit more of him?
Yeah, of course. Look, Robbie, I spoke to him probably the first week when I come in. Then there's an element of trust because it went for a period where he was injured for a long time, and he come back. He's had a couple of B-team games, and he's warmed up to this performance day. He's been over ready. I've said that before, and I thought he put in a strong performance today. And I think we've got 3 good goalkeepers. We've got a young one that needs exposure, and he needs an opportunity for himself as much as anybody else. I think Robbie just wants the opportunity for himself to show that he's a really good goalkeeper. And let's not forget, he was in the Scotland squad not too long ago, so if he's playing, I'd expect him to go back in it.
Is the fact that he's had Old Firm experience, help your decision in terms of next week? He's not split it by it, you can throw him into, but he hasn't featured him before.
Yeah, but there's a trust between me and him. I see him every day, and we're on the same page. He knows what I think of him, and the last Old Firm he played in, I was here with him then as well, and he knows what I thought of him going into that game. So no, I don't think he'll be phased playing in any game, Robbie.
How frustrating is it to keep seeing your team being wasteful, Michael, when you're creating all these chances and not finishing them?
Yeah, because first half, look, we at times our balance, because we was putting so many in front of the ball, we created unbelievable chances, didn't take them, and then all of a sudden we find ourselves having 2 80-yard dashes to our goal. On another day, you could find yourself behind. So we spoke about that at half-time. Those moments didn't happen in the second half, but the first 15 minutes of the second half in particular, again, we're missing unbelievable chances. And when the ball hits the bar from underneath, literally a yard out, you're thinking it's not going to be our day today, because I know it was their player that got the last touch, but we got 2 or 3 there that need to, it's not unlucky. When we're missing these chances, after a while it's got to be poor play or a poor final pass or poor movement, poor decision making, whatever it is, because I think in every single game since I've come back to the club, we miss incredible chances.
Michael, Celtic's win earlier obviously means that they will be champions. Obviously there is a long time to go until the start of next season, but here today, how confident are you, and how confident do you think the fans should be that you'll be in a position where you can wrestle it back?
That's what we're striving for every single day. That's what we're busy away, looking and planning for next season, and seeing now, assessing who should be on that journey going forward. You know, our home form up to now with 2 home games to go in the league. I think we're unbeaten at home in the league, so that's good. Our away form since I've been back in has been strong. As I said, most of our problems are not between the 2 boxes. Our problems have been we've made mistakes at both ends of the pitch, and it's clear that if you want to go and be a successful team, you can't make the amount of mistakes we've made previously. But let's just move forward, and look, I think we've got 4 games. We want to end strongly. We'll have a nice summer, and we'll come back stronger for sure.
How's Ben Davis?
Okay, I think it might be a slight problem with his hamstring. We'll assess it in the next 24 hours and see. I thought Ben he actually started the game well, and I thought John Suter come on and done very well and all.
Going back to what you said there about the attitude of some players, the 2 guys you have brought in, Raskin and Cantwell, certainly, they appear to have shown a really positive attitude. Playing in the majority of the games. Nico's been quoted this week as saying he's got huge ambitions to go play in the English Premier League. How important is it for you to continue to bring guys like that to the club?
Yeah, I think, listen, it's my opinion that history, when in a few years' time, they'll look back on 1 or 2 players more fondly than they do today, because they'll see the goals they scored or the games they played in and the moments they had. I think what's happened with those 2 is the fans wanting to see 1 or 2 fresh faces, and they've come in with a natural, infectious energy, and I think that's nice. And I think attitude and energy is the best friend or the worst enemy of every football player. And ultimately, if you have some success, that attitude and energy's got to grow, and you can't change. And those 2 players have come in and they've started at Rangers well. They've achieved nothing at Rangers yet, so everything's in front of them. And next season, I expect them, after a pre-season together, to go on and kick on another 10 or 15%. It's okay winning man of the matches and playing well at this stage of the season, but we know that at this club you've got to do it on the big days.
Michael, you mentioned Alfredo Morelos earlier. Does that confirm then, just for clarity, that he will be at Ibrox next season?
Yeah, I thought I'd confirm that a couple of days ago.
Michael, looking ahead, the season's obviously petered out a wee bit. It's a difficult situation for you to get as a manager. Some players staying, some players going. How easy is it going to be to reset in the summer? Is that just going to be through new faces, new change of messages? How's that going to work?
Listen, I'm really looking forward to pre-season. I think you start afresh with all the hopes for the new season, some new faces coming in, certainly some new ideas. And I think new players give you new ideas. I think since Todd's come in, the freedom that he has to go around the pitch and play has given us as a team a new idea, how tenacious Nico is, for example. And I'll certainly be looking for people to come in and start and do what those guys have done. And there's some ideas that you have, of course, going into the new year. This period now is important, because it's a huge privilege to play for our football club, and it's a big responsibility as well. The one thing I would say today is I didn't know how the fans would be, because they've had a tough, heavy season. Stadium's full today, and I thought the atmosphere in the stadium, the whole game was a real positive one, much more positive than maybe the players could have expected after last week, and also much more positive than it's been of late, to be honest. So fair play to the fans as well, they played their part.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.